Hello and welcome, Raiders. Thank you very much, Babylon Zool. The wind moves low across the fields of Wessex, whispering through barley like a voice that has forgotten its name. It carries with it the breath of something ending, not a season, a certainty. In the south, they say Mercia stumbles. Too many suns, too little will. In the east, ships without flags have been seen again, their sails pale as bone. And in the west, old gods stir, not in temples, but in dreams. But here, in Winchester, the night belongs to law, to men with titles and blood-bound oaths. The Witan is called, not for kings, but for a crime, treachery. Æthelwine of Basing stands accused of conspiring with Agnar the Dane, now dead but not forgotten. Thanes and ealdormen have gathered, not to grieve, but to measure guilt. And in halls like these, guilt is not a matter of truth, it's a matter of weight. And all of you, Canaanite though you are, still cast shadows, some of them longer than others. The fire is banked, the torch is lit, the king's seat waits empty for now. Let the night begin. How's everyone doing so far? How's everyone's night?
Good, good. Just
Good.
grand.
Excellent. We're going to do something a little bit different tonight. I'm going to let everyone know that we only have one streamer with us. So no one has to let me know that they don't stream because I want to get my players to get to know you guys a little bit more. Tell us what you like to do tonight, your hobbies, the things that really get you going, and maybe just a little bit about what you love about your character 11 sessions in. We're going to start it with Nerded Art.
Everyone. I am Nerd at Art. As the name implies, I like to make art. That's mostly what I do when I have the free time. And I'm playing Roswynn of Lichfeld. She is a Toreador before there really were Toreadors. She is of the Clan of Roses. And she's a really interesting character. She's very ambitious, and she's trying to carve her little section of the world out and kind of make it a better place, not just for her, but for women in general and, the lower class in general. And she's humanity might be slipping in that, in those goals just a little bit, but, only time will tell.
Excellent. Davey, your turn. Tell us about your hobbies. Tell us what you like to do, and tell us what you love about Anarawd.
Well, my hobbies are doing this mainly, but other stuff I do, I write, though not as much as I ought to. Really need to like kick myself in the pants and actually finish that novel I've been working on for like 10 years, you know. But everyone has a project like that, right? Anarawd is a Bruja. He is a Scop, a court poet. He is an excellent poet and harpist, but he's having a hard time with the whole being a vampire thing. Keeps accidentally murdering people. Haven't done, didn't do it last time though, so I felt very proud of myself for that. Managed to avoid killing anyone at all, which is great. Um, yeah, he is not happy with some of the things that are going on in Wessex. He's really unhappy that we've become kind of prisoners of this king fellow who I'm not a big fan of. Gonna have to do something about that guy.
Excellent. Josh, tell us about yourself
Uh,
and your hobbies, but you know the spiel.
I like to do this. I like to I like to watch horror movies. I try to watch one at least one a week. I try to do, if I'm really feeling spicy, one a night. Um I like cats, I like vampires, I like been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight lately. As far as Suni goes, Suni is he's got a lot of mixed feelings as of late as far as his lot in life. He feels like they, not just him, but the coterie is drowning in many different supernatural things. They just keep piling up, and we can't knock them down fast enough. Other than that, though, Suni's happy to have gotten a foothold in multiple cities now, as far as his trading relationships go. Excited to see where the wind blows here in the next couple of years.
Excellent. Key work. Playing Kendrick.
I am the one streamer here. I do stream. I enjoy streaming, and it gives me a nice outlet to be able to play video games and talk to people at the same time. And I just finished Link's Awakening on the Switch, that really pretty remaster that they do. I also do photography. I have an Instagram that I neglect, and kind of like Davey, I've got about 1 million different things that I've started writing, outlines, things like that, that would probably take about 1 million kicks in the butt for me to go through. But anyway, I like starting projects and then leaving them there and just thinking about them and how I'm not working on them. That's my favorite thing.
ADHD.
But on Mondays, I absolutely love playing Kendrick, the Ventru. He started as just a big meat shield sword swingy dude, and given how things have progressed and our little social evolution project that we have going, he's kind of cracking out of his shell and actually speaking for himself. And likewise, he's noticed that the place is lousy with supernatural critters, that probably be a little bit more peaceful if many of them weren't around. But anyway.
Excellent. Wendreda. Played by Ellie.
Hello, I'm Ellie. I'm also this one's wife. I'm also a writer, or I try to be. I like to read. I like cats. I also do like crochet and other fine art stuff like that. I can't draw, so I do other things. So Wendreda, she is a Ventru. Well, it's interesting with her. She's spent so long under like the thumb of men in society because she is the Ealdorman Cuthwin's wife. So she's constantly, under pressure of somebody else. And now that she has the ability to actually, make change, she's kind of enjoying it. And she's also kind of learning how to do this still. But then again, they were kind of, like we always say, they were like baby birds in a nest, and then they were pushed out after 5 seconds of being out of the egg, and we're just having to figure it out as we go along.
Excellent. All right, and I'm Zed. I'm your storyteller. My hobbies mostly include writing for tabletop role-playing games, talking about tabletop role-playing games, really anything that has to do with moving things around the tabletop, such as Warhammer or what we're doing now, is pretty much my hobby. And I like streaming it. I like the whole aspect of presenting what we do. I never thought it'd be something I'd be into, of taking what we do and doing it like this. For years, I was a LARP storyteller, and that's where I got all my chops from. I've very rarely done tabletop. It's mostly been LARP for me, and I'm just happy to be here presenting to everybody and having a great time. And we're 11 sessions in, we're ending our first season, starting our next one next, and it's going to be great. Fantastic. So let's get a little started. Now, I have everyone's desires from last week. I'm going to start with Roswynn. Did you want to change your desire of securing a newfound alliance with the king, or do you want to keep that one?
No, I think that still applies right now, since I haven't yet made any moves in the king's household.
Davey, the hostages haven't technically been freed yet, so do you still want to free the hostages?
Yeah, I want to make sure they still get loose.
Okay. Excellent. Suni, are you still looking to figure out a way to deal with the crone situation?
I think that I have. I don't know. She's not going away, but she's not messing with me anymore, so that's...
I think that warrants a willpower gain for you.
That's dealt with. It's as dealt with as it's gonna be.
Yep.
As far as a new one, I don't No. I think maybe it'll have to be manage to skirt my way out of this Witan without getting any heat. Managing to skirt my way out of this Witan without being the one blamed for the Agnar situation.
That's an angle I hadn't even thought of. Thank you. Excellent. Kindred.
Shit.
Kindred. Your last one was to deal with the supernatural population. Is that still your goal?
I don't think so, but honestly, I don't know quite where his head needs to lie now. I'm thinking perhaps making inroads with what was the Nosferatu's name?
Cadweir?
What is it? Adweir?
Cadweir. Cadwyr.
Adweir. Okay. Yeah.
Cadweir.
Yeah, I think perhaps I don't know. Yeah, I'll say something like making a connection with him. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. And Wendreda. Your last one was to influence Cuthwin. That could be one that could keep going on. That could be just an ambition at this point. Do you have something else that you'd like to pursue besides influencing Cuthwin?
Getting through this Witan alive pretty much for her this week is getting through that and making sure it goes the way that it needs to go and that it doesn't go sideways.
That sounds perfect. All right. Now, was anyone ghouling or blood bonding anyone this week? Yes.
I reinforced my bond with Win the Wise.
Win the Wise, correct. But not with
Do I need to do that again?
It hasn't been a month, so you don't necessarily need to. You can if you want to.
Nah.
I figured, I don't know, moving into the King's Estate, I don't know when we're going to have privacy again.
That's fair.
Now we're about to have a large gap.
Excellent. All right, so Mark, make a rouse check for me?
Yep.
All right, you do not get hungrier. That's perfect. Fantastic.
Are we at a 2 tonight?
We are going to be starting at a 2, yes. All right. So, daily rouse checks, everybody. Let's make our daily rouse check. Okay, so Davy's hungrier, Nerd at Art's hungrier. So that's Roswynn, and it's definitely Anarawd who might want to feed going into tonight. Hunger starts at 2.
Yeah.
All right. So, who would like to feed? Does anyone risk going to the Witan at hunger 2?
Wendreda's not. Wendreda needs to get down, hopefully, to a hunger 1.
Okay, we'll start with Roswynn. Roswynn. Actually, yes. We're going to start with Anarawd. I'm sorry. I have a chart. Anarawd.
Yeah, no. Go with the murder guy first. It's all good.
Yeah, let's just get my bullshit out of the way, okay?
Get the murder over with first thing.
Let's set the mood early.
Yeah. I like it. All right, so I'll just roll a huge amount of red dice here.
Oh, not yet. So you are feeding.
Mhm.
It's difficulty 4. So dexterity plus stealth, difficulty 4.
Here we go. Oh no, I think I managed.
It's a critical success. You manage to feed wonderfully again, terrifically actually. As usual, you're invited into a home. You have quite the reputation at this point. That's 2 nights. That's more than 2 nights because you probably feed during the week sometimes. You do this regularly. You have a reputation of not murdering people in their sleep, so you get invited back a lot. And you perform very well. People remember you and you help them dream. And by the time they wake up for second watch, they kind of wish that they could bring you back. But that's just too much. They can't afford that.
No, they can't.
But you can feed yourself down to 1 if you like.
Ah, wonderful. I will do that. I will do that.
Suni, the extortionist. Are you feeding with your hunger 2?
Oh, I have hunger 3. I failed.
Oh, then you failed. That's right. You have hunger 3. That is correct. So I take it you're feeding.
I am 1,000% feeding, yes.
Excellent. So make your manipulation plus intimidation difficulty 4.
Which tab is it? Wow.
Wow. Would you like to reroll will? I'm just no point. I mean, you can crit.
I can crit.
You can crit. No, you lost the willpower, and you will be going to the Witan at Hunger 3. You may be having trouble with skirting a way out of this. Okay,
Just double down, Suni. It'll be fine.
Roswynn,
Yes.
dexterity plus subterfuge, difficulty 4.
See if Roswynn's the murderer tonight.
You have your personal herd you can feed off of
Murder.
first.
Personal
That
herd.
is true. That is true. Yeah, I guess I will do that, and that way I'm at least not rolling 3 hunger dice.
Okay. Suni, you can lower your hunger by going to your herd if you want as well.
Failure.
Failure, but not a critical failure, so no one dies. You just do not manage to get a victim alone this evening. But you may use personal herd or coterie herd.
Yep.
Wendreda.
Use my personal herd, so I'm at 2 at least.
Yes.
Manipulation plus persuasion. Difficulty 4. Now you have to feed from a noble. So the noble's population that you get to feed from is, unless you go out into Winchester, is, well, it's Cuthwin. It's whatever visiting Thanes are there, and it's the bastard. So your difficulty on feeding a noble is...
Can I go out to Winchester?
Absolutely. That's what I was going to recommend.
Yep, that's what I want to do. So it's manipulation and persuasion.
Difficulty 4. You're hunting for a Thane or a noblewoman.
Womp womp.
And it's difficult. It's very difficult. Apparently there's a lot of extra security in Winchester a couple nights before the Witan. With so many Ealdormen and so many Thanes in town, things are a little harder unless you're a Ska. Wendreda.
Yes.
Cuthwin has agreed wholeheartedly to call the witness you've commanded.
Wait, what about Kendrick? Does Kendrick want to feed?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Kendrick. I apologize.
It's all good. Brooke is saying that we're quieter than you in the stream.
Let me check something.
Yep. So, I was going to say either Suni or Wendreda can pull from our herd if they want to. I was wondering if I do decide to roll for my feeding. If I crit, can I drag somebody back for Wendreda to feed off of?
Unfortunately, that's not how that works. I don't know why you guys are so low. I'm so low.
You're loud.
I'm loud. I can turn myself down. Okay, I'll turn myself down a little bit. How's that? That better? Okay.
Test.
Testing.
Hello,
Don't feel bad,
hello.
Brooke. You're helping us even it out because we can't hear ourselves.
You are. We appreciate your assistance, Brooke.
We really do.
Okay, how much communal herd do we have? Is it 2 dots?
It's 2 dots.
Yeah.
Okay,
We just want to do 1 and 1.
You guys go ahead, fight it out amongst yourself. I'll feed though.
All right, I'll take 1 then to get me down to a hunger 1 because I'm gonna need that.
I'll take 1 to go down to hunger 2.
All right, and you're going to take half, Kendrick?
Yes, I am.
On your dexterity plus brawl, difficulty 4. Once again, in training, you manage to bruise someone bad enough that they bleed, and you yank him into a dark alleyway, and you drink him. You don't drain him. You make him have some pretty weird thoughts about you going forward. He's pretty sure this is not how it was supposed to go in night school, but that's even more now. Yeah. Okay, something happened.
We must ease your humors. We must balance your humor.
How's that? Is that better? Check. Say something, guys.
Something, guys.
Hello.
What's
Something.
up?
Hello.
Stuffing
Hello.
things.
Yeah, stuff and things.
Okay, I know what happened.
Stuffing.
Something got turned down by accident. All right. So key work is fed. All right, Wendreda. Cuthwin has wholeheartedly agreed to call the Witan as you commanded, but he cautions that he is yet to find the evidence linking Æthelwine to Agnar. How would you like to proceed?
Wasn't there others who were looking for the connection between Agnar and Æthelwine?
There are.
Wasn't that Suni?
Suni is going to be looking up. I'm just telling you what Cuthwin is relaying back to you, that he doesn't have anything yet.
Well, Wendreda will come back with something, and he has nothing to worry about.
All right. You have many opportunities to bring it up. Besides manipulating your husband, what does Wendreda want to do? Do you visit your touchstones, Mildred or Uhtred?
She would probably, it's been a while since she's visited her touchstones, especially her sister, the one that she usually sees every single day that she doesn't see. Well, she hasn't in a while. She's been a little busy.
How do you explain your absence to your sister? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm going to.
Well, ever since Cuthwin came home, things have been they've been kind of crazy around. I mean, I would assume her sister would hear some things about what's been going on around, the keep and all that. So that way she can use that mostly as an excuse, like, oh, I've been really busy. Cuthwin is, being a piece of shit. He's not really doing anything. So I'm the one who's kind of, running things right now. And hopefully she'll probably buy it because, sisters and all, but hopefully she can skirt on that for a while.
Excellent. Anarawd. Your
Yes.
voice lately has commanded the hall, but the beast is just below. It's got its own cadence. Every verse masks a war drum because every time you open your mouth, something bad could possibly happen. The beast is always there. Are you going to bring the hostage situation, because it still lingers? Are you going to bring that up at the Witan, or pursue that separately?
I think the best course of action would be to avoid bringing it up at the Witan because people might ask too many questions about it. So, what he would do, having informed the group that he's working on it, is he'd check in with Wendreda and Cuthwin, to just to make sure it's happening. Because I think as far as we got was Wendreda agreed with Anarawd that that was something that could be done.
Yep. And as a response, Cuthwin has agreed to release the hostages. He's released them to King Bjornik.
That's not good. That's even worse.
That's worse, but he has released the hostages.
Wonderful.
A little bit of malicious compliance.
How does Anarawd find out about this?
Wendreda probably finds out first, to be honest.
She gets to break the news. Oops.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. You get to break the bad news to the hair trigger temper Bruja.
Oh, fun.
So Anarod's probably swanning around the estate, looking kind of proud of himself, being like, "Yeah, these guys are gonna owe me so big." So he's probably even been and told them, "Don't worry about it. I'm securing your release. Everything I said, I can back that up."
He probably did do that. If I'm glad that you said that you did that. That's going to make
100%.
100%. So one day, when Wendreda asks about asks Cuthwin about the hostages. He smiles and he says, "I have released them, my dear. I've released them to the king."
Why the king?
King will make much more use of them than I would anyway.
Oh, yeah. You shouldn't have done that.
Does that displease you, my dear?
Very much so.
He kind of, the look on his face changes. It was smug for a moment, but suddenly it becomes fraught with fear. As he seems that he really has, and for the next few days, he is very, very contrite.
As he very well should be.
Yeah, Anarawd is would be a little bit kind of just like seeing they're still here. He's like, yeah, this is a little weird. Just want to make sure that they're actually going ahead with it. And he'd probably seek out Wendreda to ask her when Cuthwin's gonna make good his promise.
And let's be a little honest. She might be kind of trying to not find Anarawd because she doesn't know how to tell him, other than her husband's a fucking idiot.
I mean, that would be the best way, probably. I get mad at him, not you. But yeah, so I'm wandering around the estate looking for Wendreda, and she's kind of ducking indoors and stuff, like doing the whole like
Hiding behind like a
perceive
really
me,
small
yeah.
tree.
Yeah.
Kendrick, you often have to train with these young men at night, so you know their fate. You know they're getting packed up to the king. To be held is hostage basically by the king instead of Ealdorman Cuthwin. So you can also intervene as well.
If Kendrick is around, I'll ask Kendrick what's going on, where Wendreda is.
I've been informed that they are to be sent to the king.
The Cornish? Why the king? The Cuthwin's supposed to let them go.
He has secured their release for them to be sent to the king. I do not know his motives or what transpired between him and Wendreda. They are being released into chains. You said I could intervene? In what way could I possibly intervene?
Like this. This is basically what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
I didn't expect you to do it immediately, but you did it.
Well, he came looking for me, so...
All right, Anarawd. After hearing this news, I would like you to make your resolve plus composure test. Remember your -2.
Yeah.
Because of your clan bane. Difficulty 3.
Resolve plus composure. Wait a second. Resolve plus composure -2. Difficulty 3.
What do you got? Hold on. Don't roll that. Don't roll it. Don't roll it yet. Let me double check what I'm talking about. I don't want to have to redo it in case I got it wrong. Just let me double check. The more when you said it out loud, it sounded ridiculous to me. 220. And if you can't pass the spell test, right off the rip, I gotta look it up. 220.
Yeah, because if it's that, I have 2 dice to roll to get 3, so...
It's two successes. 2 successes. Difficulty 2.
2 successes?
Yep, you have a -2 to your dice pool.
Right, so that is resolve plus composure, so that is -2, that is 2 dice, which both need to be successes, otherwise bad things happen, guys. Bad things happen.
Woo!
Oh, you're very lucky today.
But you're still
Who is
angry. The
lucky?
beast is right there. Right on the cusp.
Kendrick, there is like a vein throbbing in Anarawd's head. And he's looking at you like there's just this kind of like red haze behind his eyes, and he kind of splutters a little bit. And he's like,
That like eye twitch.
Is that so? Is that so? Well, that will never do, will it? That will never do.
I put a hefty hand on his shoulder.
I promised them that I would secure their freedom.
It was not on you to give the Elderman's word. What has been done has been done.
Perhaps not, but I swore an oath. Surely this is something you understand.
Indeed. Their tale isn't over. We are still people in Winchester.
When are they to go to the king?
But in the morning.
In the morning. Okay.
Indeed. What he said.
Okay. You know what? Anarawd's just going to walk them out.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk them out.
You're just gonna walk him out.
I'm just
Okay.
going to walk them out. I'm going to get some horses together.
Are you telling
And,
this to me, or are you thinking this in your
hell
head?
no, I'm not telling that to you. This is all internal monologue here. This is all internal monologue.
Listen,
As far as
I'm
gonna
not
look real
unsympathetic.
bad at the Witan tomorrow. I'm just saying. Can't keep track of his prisoners.
Oh, poor guy.
Like,
Yeah,
this
well,
this is not gonna be good.
maybe that'll teach him not to maliciously comply with our orders. Yeah. So I'm gonna get 3 of Cuthwin's finest horses, which will be full, or which will I'm going to see if I can get my hands on some of that silver. See if I can get my grubby mitts on some spending money for them, and I'm going to make sure that they have enough provisions, and then I'm going to escort them out of Winchester.
All right, we're gonna break that down into 3 different roles.
Okay.
All right. First, we're gonna gather some horses. Gathering one horse is pretty easy, but gathering Cuthwin's horses, in his estate at night is going to be a little bit more difficult. So I want you to make
Okay.
a dexterity plus animal ken.
Oh shit. Okay.
Difficulty 2.
I'm going to.
Can you take half?
I can't. No.
Okay.
I've got. I know I'm an animal ken, so let's just. I'm gonna do this.
Reminding me strongly of a certain glycerin cart
Oh.
situation.
All right.
You know what? I did get.
You
get 2,
you got
so
your
I got
2
some horses.
successes. Yes, you quietly, nondescriptly pull horses out of the stables. You keep them from losing themselves with you. Now, how you do that? Do you do that with a blush of health?
Oh yes.
All right, so roll
Okay,
for your blush of health.
so-
Okay,
Well, that's fine. I can handle
that's
2
fine.
hunger.
You can absolutely 2 hunger's not going to cause any problems whatsoever. Now you're looking for the silver. Now that you've tied the horses up, you're looking for the silver that you can get them. Now that's going to be a dexterity plus larceny check.
Okay.
Where's your dice pool?
Is 4.
And your difficulty is 2, so you can take half if you want. You can
Okay,
scrape
I'll take
by
half.
you scrape by enough silver, a couple goblets, a couple you get you steal some coins from some people playing dice. You make it happen. Now for the hard part. You got to find them.
Okay.
It's nighttime, and you need to get them out. Do you have any
presume that
idea how you want to
they
do that?
I presume that they have quarters somewhere in the estate, right?
Oh, yes, in the estate. Yep.
Am I able to find them there?
Kendrick, I'd like you to make a wits plus awareness check on your nightly, because he hasn't told you about this. What's your wits plus awareness?
5.
5. And you're going to get help from the rest of the guard, so get a +1.
I get 4.
While doing your patrol, you notice Anarawd skulking around with horses and swiping coin from your men.
Is there anybody else with me?
No.
Anarawd. What is the manner of this?
Oh, just taking my horses out from a walk. What does it look like?
Your several horses,
Well, you know
of
they get
which you had
lonely.
none, and picking pockets along the way. It looks like you're getting ready to do something foolish.
And what if I am?
I do not fault you. I'm not unsympathetic. I cannot aid you, but I don't have to report you if I didn't see you. Clean it
Well,
up.
just as
Cover your
just
face.
as just as well you didn't see me then, I suppose.
If you are caught, it is your neck.
Fair enough.
Good luck.
Your final roll, Davey. A dexterity plus stealth to get them out. What is your dexterity plus stealth?
It's 6.
Your difficulty is 4.
Okay, let's see. Big money, big money. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roast for this.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Make your rouse check.
It
Let's
makes
get this to hunger.
sense
Let's
to
get
do
this to hunger
this.
3. Let's get
Yeah,
this
why
to
not?
hunger
Why not?
3. Let's get this to hunger 3. It's at
There you
hunger
go. Hunger
3.
3.
It's at hunger 3.
It's worth it. It's completely worth it. Hunger 3 is easy. So let's just that's 2 extra dice, right?
Yes, sir.
Never remember. That's 4 successes.
That is
Just me
4
again.
successes. As you sneak through Cuthwin's estate, you manage to miss any other guard patrols along the way. And eventually you find where all 3 hostages are being kept in the same room. Door's unlocked. There's no guards at the door, so there's nowhere for them to go.
Mm-hmm. He opens the door, walks in. Gentlemen, it's time to leave. Get your things. We're going.
Where are we going? The older one, the non-brother says to you. I don't have their names pulled up. I'm sorry.
Cornwall. That's where we're going.
Cornwall, the youngest speaks. What was and the older brother says, quiet, he's escaping. He starts whispering. And he says, go, let's go, let's go. And they put their gear on, they grab their kits, and they follow behind you. And you lead them through the estate to the waiting horses, the 4 horses. And you ride them out through the night. Kept your word.
Yeah, I will make sure that they get out of Winchester before I turn around.
Excellent. All right. Suni. Actually, well, let me finish up with Kendrick real quick because we got him started. All this is happening. The scent of flowers has completely vanished. Whatever spell Robin cast has faded. On life is normal again. Gray, cold, obedient. You return to duty as though nothing has changed, as though sitting on a throne of thorns beneath a fairy moon was just another test of resolve. But the beast remembers. The trial marked you. You were accused of silence, ambition, and joylessness, and you made no apologies. Now at the Witan, you are expected to stand beside your ealdorman to shield him with words or steel. But whose cause do you truly serve? Will you speak for Cuthwin's justice or Wendreda's ambition?
The latter.
The
I'm going with
latter?
my Bay Queen. Yep, Bay Queen all the way.
Excellent. Will you let Æthelwine fall to satisfy order, or dig deeper and risk disloyalty? There's ghosts in the hall, and some wear cloaks, some wear smiles. Do you still believe in oaths? Or are you now simply waiting for someone to betray you first?
That's a tough one considering how things have gone in the coterie, but I think I'm still leaning on oaths. It's still his modus operandi.
Excellent.
And I
Suni,
am sworn to Wendreda, so
you are sworn to Wendreda. Suni, let's talk about evidence and things you wanted to do and get to Skaldmere. Let's get you going real quick. Like, you walk in shadows that no one sees, but someone always seems to be watching. But the cats are no longer counted among them. That's great. Trade whispers wrapped in the wings, but it's not forgotten. Now you are going to enter the Witan, a stage built for lords and the loud. So, with what brings you here? What evidence, and how are you going to manufacture that evidence? What would you like to? How would you like to start?
I want to go see Leaf's brother. I can't remember his name.
Roar. His brother's name is Roar. He is the not Jarl, but the headman of Skaldmere.
Yeah.
You find Roar in his cabin. He lives just sort of outside of Skaldmere, not in the middle of town. He and his brother were always kind of outsiders, though he is the headman. He's the one people come to when there's problems. You find his cabin just as usual. Do you approach it as Suni or as somebody else?
No, I am Suni.
Or Suni.
I'm not dressed in any fineries that Roswynn has gifted me, but I am Suni.
Okay. Excellent. So you approach the cabin and you come to the door. And your first test as always.
I knock on the door.
Hear a gruff. Who is it at this hour?
It's Suni. I request audience with my God, my name bank in my brain.
Roar.
Hror.
Yes.
I request audience with Hror. It's somewhat urgent.
Suni. You hear him ruminating on the other side of the door. Suni. 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 Ah, yes.
I was baptized with your brother.
Yes. Come in. Come in.
Is that enough of an invitation?
That is enough of an invitation to come in, yes. Yes. You burst into flames. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no. I can always just roll willpower to walk past the door.
Yes.
But, so is this Hror that I'm speaking to? Or
This is Roar. He is wide, bearded, long of hair, well dressed for his home setting. His clothes are fine quality. He's living a good life in Skaldmere on Cuthwin's land.
Well met, Hror. It's good to see you once more.
How can I help? How can I help you, Suni?
Well, as I'm sure you must have heard, there is to be a Witan soon. And Agnar confessed to me before his death that his foolish gambit with the granary was to be some kind of revenge. I need any evidence that you can manage about any treachery within the ranks of the Danes housed here. The word of a dead man holds little weight, and I will not be having the thoughtless actions of an insane man tarnish my glow. I do not wish to see any more Danes harmed.
No, wasn't from Skaldmere, Suni. He was a traveling trader. But there was talk that he was more than just a trader. That his goods came from raids. But he wasn't from Skaldmere. But he was staying here. Perhaps we can find the evidence you're looking for.
Indeed. His, as I've said, his to the Saxons, whether he stayed here or was a raider or was from north or from south, he is a Dane and you are a Dane, and we're all the same.
Will be judged harshly. I understand. This is a matter of that concerns us all. Because I will go ahead.
I would like for you to continue to live in peace here in these lands, and I want to do what I can to lessen the blowback for this man.
Give me a wits plus politics. I'm sorry, a manipulation plus politics roll. What is your difficulty? Not your difficulty. What is your dice pool?
I have a 4.
Your difficulty's 2, so you can take half if you want.
Yeah, I would love to have. Yes.
Stops and he looks at you and he sees. You can tell there's a look of recognition on his face. He understands what you're saying, and he agrees with you. Matter of fact, I agree with you, Suni. Any blowback that will come back on any Dane will hurt Skaldmere. They'll look for an excuse to run us off this land. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. I'll see what I can do about finding you this evidence. When is this Witan? Currently you have a week.
Okay. The Witan is to be held in 7 days' time.
We will find what you're looking for.
My thanks.
Is there anything else, any evidence you'd like to try to manufacture, Suni? Any thoughts on how you could possibly do that?
All of the people that were loyal to Agnar died with him.
Yep.
News of that can't have been quiet. I don't have any forging or anything like that, so I don't believe that. So I don't believe that there really is anything that I can do to manufacture any evidence.
All right. Fair enough. Roswynn,
Yes.
let's talk. Let's wrap.
So Roswynn had put it to Leofa and to Win to keep their eyes and ears open for any evidence against Æthelwine. And I think Roswynn, just for her own sake, would like to do a little investigating into that body that sounded an awful lot like Juliana that turned up. So I'd like to get a little more information on that. So those are my angles right now.
All right. So what I'll have you do is, who do you want to put on which retainer do you want to put on Æthelwine duty? Which retainer do you want to put on Juliana duty?
Let's put Win on Æthelwine duty because I think she has more what's the word? Investigation. I'd say that's the more pressing issue right now, and I'll ask Leofa to look into the issue with the body.
All right. So for your Æthelwine issue, what I'll have you do with Win the Wise is I'll have you make a wits plus retainers roll.
Okay.
What is your dice pool?
So wits is 3, and with Win, I've got 2 dots for Win, so that would be 5.
Your difficulty's 3. He's playing his cards close to the chest. That is good. That is 4 successes. That is fantastic. Over the course of the week, Wynn does not come back to you. You don't hear from Wynn. You won't hear from Wynn until the night of the Wynn. So you'll hear from Wynn shortly, but there'll be plenty. As for Leofa, looking into the Juliana issue, or investigating it, give me a Wits plus retainer roll. Difficulty 3.
That's only going to be a 4, so fingers crossed. Failure!
Critical failure. I love it. Your compulsion kicks in. Your clan compulsion. Which, if I remember correctly, is your beauty is... Where'd it go?
Obsession or aesthetic fixation or ugly environment, depending on the situation, I guess.
Obsession. You become temporarily obsessed with a singular gorgeous thing, able to think of nothing else. And that thing is a bolt of cloth you once refused, that now lies folded among your things. No one saw who placed it there. No one claims it. Leofa comes to you.
I know who placed it there.
Leofa comes to you and spills everything to you. But you don't even pay attention. You don't even hear her. You don't even notice her. You'll never remember what she told you, but you're just obsessed with your bolt of cloth.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good.
I'll make Suni a sparkly dress with the cloth, don't worry.
Right. Now, otherwise, this is interesting. You wear power like a veil. You move like a shadow in candlelight. But the Witan is not a private stage. It's a reckoning. Will you speak? Do you strike? And do you offer Winfled's testimony like a blade or keep her veiled and safe? Because everything that happens tonight, in fact, impacts Winfled in one way or the other. You've chosen masks before, but in the Hall of Judgment, what mask can you wear that it makes every noble stare tonight? What part will you play in the Witan?
Roswynn does not plan on speaking herself, but I imagine that Winfled will be there, and I do intend on standing at her side and encouraging her to speak. Not forcing her to speak, but strongly, encouraging her to be brave and say what she knows.
Excellent. Now, through the course of the week, everyone, there have been rumors that have been heard. You've either heard them in passing at court, in the estate, in the alehouses. Ethelred of Mercia grows weak. Too many sons, not enough will. Chainwolf's hold over Kent broke with his daughter's death. Now monks whisper of Egbert. Ships were seen off the coast again. Not traders, not Franks. Wendreda, a Mercian reeve, has arrived looking for counsel from Cuthwin, even support. Wessex nobles have been speaking to Roswynn about a new alliance forming south of the Thames. And in public, it's been noted that the king has made veiled comments about taking lands back lost in Offa's day. Things are afoot in Winchester. And we're getting ready for the Witan. I want everyone to take a quick break. We're going to take our 10 minutes here, and then we're going to get into the Witan, and we're going to have a blast. We'll be right back, everybody. See you shortly.
I text her every Monday and I'm like, come watch me play vampires.
Welcome
Watch
back,
me play
everybody.
vampires.
Welcome back. I just got to find Ellie real quick so we can replace her camera. All right, there we go. And poof, we are back. We are back, everyone. We're doing a quick mid-show break that we like to do to stretch our legs, get a drink, do things like that before the big important scenes really begin, and that's coming up right away. And I just heard a weird noise from behind me, and then Ellie disappeared for a second. I don't know what was going on. It was weird. All right. So, Roswynn, Nerdar, everything cool so far? Davey, Anarawd, you doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Just Joshy.
Super.
Fantastic. Wendreda. And Kendrick.
I'm great.
You're great. Fantastic. Everyone's great. So we're going to be getting into the Witan. We've done a bunch of work ahead of time before the Witan. People have come to tell you things, but other people have become obsessed. We have evidence that claims it will be ready in time for the Witan. It's time to wake up for the Witan. I'd like everyone to make a rouse check for me.
The Witan rouse check, of course. Yeah.
At least some of us got successes on that.
Ask you all as a group, and you can answer, one after the other, however you want to do it. What do you prepare for the Witan tonight? How do you prepare? What do you wear? How are you getting there? How are you invited? Are you going with Cuthwin? Are you going with the Archbishop? How are you getting to the Witan? Suni, you're expecting to be there to present evidence. So you've been called. You've been called. Suni of Skaldmere has been called to the witness to testify.
Have I gotten that evidence?
You haven't gotten that evidence yet, but the evidence you have is that he confessed to you. That's the evidence that you have.
Okay.
But that's the evidence you have so far. But the Horror says he will come to you. He will have the evidence.
Okay.
What is everyone wearing tonight? How is everyone preparing?
Is there an opportunity to hunt again before we go?
There is. There is an opportunity to hunt if you like.
Okay. I will do that because I'm at 3 hunger and I know I'm going to have to blush of life as well. So I would like to. I suppose I would have to blush of life before I hunt, huh?
Yep. No, not before you hunt. You can do it after you hunt because you can do it when you get to the Witan.
Okay.
But we do also need to address that you need a new desire because the hostages were freed.
Yes. I've thought about that, and my desire will be to make sure that I am not linked to their disappearance.
Fantastic. All right, so give me a dexterity plus stealth check, difficulty 4, to feed.
That is.
That is a critical failure.
Damn it. Can I re-roll?
You may re-roll one of those dice. Yes, as a matter of fact, you may.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
There you go. It turns into a critical success.
Perfect.
It's how you turn a murder into something consensual, and you feed down to 1 once again. Someone does not die. Horrible things do not happen. You do not gain stains.
I'm getting better at this, guys.
Does anyone else wish to feed this evening? Roswynn.
I will try my best. Is it difficulty 3 or 4?
It is difficulty 4.
I'm gonna roll a willpower.
So you can re-roll
two of those
dice. Yep.
Yep.
And
I just barely make it.
And you make it.
I just barely make it. All right. So I'm gonna take my hunger down to 1.
So before the Witan, you measure a dress. for a woman who is going to the Witan. And you feed on her, and she gets a little bit woozy, but you take enough where she doesn't seem to bother her too much. And she she finds it enjoyable.
As far as my preparing for the Witan, Roswynn is she already made her move to the King's estate? Like, I assume the Witan is taking place at the King's
Yes.
estate, correct?
No, it's actually taking at Cuthwin's estate. Cuthwin's holding
Oh,
the
at
Witan.
Cuthwin's estate.
Yes.
Okay. So have I moved to the King's estate at this
Yes, you
point?
have moved to the King's estate.
So I'm assuming I'll be coming as part of the King's retinue.
Yes.
Roswynn can't do much to prepare except for reach out to Win the Wise to see if she's found anything. And she's going to be wearing, something very understated. She's not here to steal the scene tonight. She is here to hide in the background and be moral support for Winfled.
Very good. Anyone else feeding? Suni, give me your manipulation plus intimidation difficulty 4. You got it. You did fine. You managed to extort another gentleman or woman out of their goods and their blood.
Yippee!
Bring you down to hunger 1. Did you raise your hand, Kendrick?
No, I'm
Wendreda?
fine.
You're fine, Wendreda? Excellent. And how are you making preparations for the evening as the Witan is being held at Cuthwin's estate? And he's none too pleased when he finds out the hostages are gone.
Well, that's his own fault, isn't it? So kind of like Roswynn, she's just not wearing anything that's gonna stand out. She's wearing probably something dark gray, but not drab. Still looking like the lady of the house type deal.
Kendrick, you're expected to be at the Witan. Not quite as a Thegn, because you're not a Thegn, but you could be a Thegn someday. You could be. It could happen. You're building reputation, but you're going to be expected to be there. It is at your Lord's Hall.
Indeed. Well, I will be strapped, and I will have my mail, but I don't know if I have any sort of finery that I could wear over it. It's anything of, appearing of station.
You have the tunic I made you for the last soiree.
There you go. I got that one on. No, nobody remembers I've already worn it.
Great lights thick upon the land. But with an Ealdorman Cuthwin's timbered hall, torchlight clings to every rafter, every beam like a desperate prayer. The scent of pitch and damp oak mingles with sweat and wax. Beneath the hammer-beamed roof, the hearth glows low. No roaring fire tonight, only coals, banked and watching like eyes in the dark. Rushes have been freshly laid, the benches scrubbed, tapestries drawn back to reveal faded symbols of Wessex might, the stag, the serpent, the crowned tree. Yet it's not comfort that hangs in the air, but judgment. Thanes and Ealdormen murmur across the hall, cloaks slung from their shadows, their boots trailing the mud of their lands. Ealdorman Cuthwin stands at the head of the high table, his hands folded, his face unreadable, revitalized but colder when they last gathered. At his right, Ealdorman Ethelgar of the Histlins looms in a stone church, like a stone church, bitter, devout, and silent. At his left, Oswin of the North, veiled, drinks little and watches much, his strange new steward whispering into his ear like the shadow. Among the Thanes, voices rise and fall like wind through a thatch. Earfirth of the Fenmark boasts loudly about wrestling a boar. Erdwulf of Hamforda lingers near the fire, a coastal blade at his hip and wariness in his eyes. Edrig of Dunmere clutches a pouch of charms, eyes darting at every shifting light. Godric of Grenton glowers from the rear, leaning closer to any ear that will have him. And Frithwold of Aldwith, cloaked in red, trimmed in Carolungian gold, speaks softly of law and old Rome and order to come. Æthelwine of Basing stands alone, Not at the high table, not among allies, just beneath the arch of the royal dais, his hands fidgeting at his belt. He looks at the fire and flinches. He looks to the door and flinches again. And above it, like a weight on every neck, the empty seat of the king awaits its master. Soon the reeve will call for silence, and the night shall judge. How do you enter the Witan? Kendrick?
I was gonna say I'd enter the Witan presumably when Wendreda does.
And I assumed that I would be doing that with Cuthwin. So I assume I'm already there, probably sitting somewhere behind him, you know, keeping an eye on Oswin at the same time because don't need him in his ear.
Maybe. The Archbishop is there. He'll be giving the benediction this evening. Do you come in with him, or
Definitely. I'm more or less in his entourage now, so I kind of just swan in on his heels. I'm also wearing my fancy blue tunic that Roswynn made for me with the lion on it.
it does not smell of onions, I take it?
No, it smells very fresh.
Very fresh. Suni. Or is not there yet. He has not arrived just yet. As a matter of fact, you notice there's no Danes from Skaldmere.
I will wait patiently around the entrance hall. Dressed in the finery that Roswynn has gifted to me. And while I'm here, I might as well make myself look like a people.
Oh yeah.
All right, who else is using Blush of Health?
I may as well.
Nope.
No, you used it. It's fine. It is active. You're just hungrier.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep. Everything just makes you hungrier all the time now.
I'm good.
Excellent. Roswynn, you arrive when the king arrives. And he eventually does arrive. And his reeve calls to order. How do you arrive? When you arrive, how do you arrive?
I would be arriving, walking steps behind the queen. I'm part of her retinue now. She's my new patroness. I'm wearing my customary black gown, nothing fancy. And my eyes are searching all around the room, trying to find both Wen the midwife and Winflid, my former patroness and my touchstone, so that I can support Winflid and get information from Wen.
See Winflid, and she's dressed in the simple dress of a novice nun. She has taken her vows, left her husband, and joined the abbey.
I would look to the queen upon seeing her and Your Highness, may I have permission to go stand with the Lady Winflid? She, as you know, was my former patroness, and she is a very dear friend of mine, and I believe that she'll need my support this evening.
What do you mean, Sister Edgifu?
Yes.
Of course.
Thank you so much, Your Highness. Just make her way over to Winflid to stand beside her.
Archbishop Aldrich steps forward as the king takes a seat. In the silence of the night, let justice stir. In the halls of kings, let truth not falter. May the Lord who sees beyond flesh and oath watch over this gathering with eyes unclouded. May he bind the lying tongue and guide the hand that bears the rod. Let no shadow pass unchallenged. Let no oath be spoken lightly. For the blood of Abel still cries from the earth, and the Lord is not deaf to treachery. In nomine Patri, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Makes the sign of the cross. So let it begin. Cuthwin rises. Let those with tongues for truth speak now, for treachery has shadowed my land. Thegn Æthelwine shall answer for alliance with Dane Agnar. Struck down by my hand, what was whispered in my absence must now echo before kings. Æthelwine shifts uncomfortably in his seat. There's guards, one of them, Kendrick, standing next to him. Absent, conspicuous by their absence, are the 3 Cornish hostages. Been kept close at hand all these weeks. It's caused quite a stir with their disappearance. One moment, I just noticed something I need to change. There we go. Excellent.
I'm as surprised as anyone that they're gone.
I'm shocked. No idea what happened.
Suni, do you go inside when the king arrives for the benediction, or are you still waiting for Horror?
Can I make an etiquette roll about it?
You may make a wits plus etiquette. What's your dice pool?
4.
4, take 2. So take half.
Okay.
It would be unwise to enter after the king.
Then I suppose I go in now.
Cuthwin calls Kindred of my household. Will you bear witness to the events of the night in question, when Agnar did attack my estate, and you valiantly defended it with the men that you had at your command? Regale us with the tale.
We were we were aroused by the fire of the granary, where we saw Agnar with his freshly shorn child's face. Uh, um, he put up a pitiful resistance where we trounced his men and took him captive. He claimed that Æthelwine had set him up. Thegn Æthelwine had set up the incursion.
You privy to this conversation?
I spoke with Agnar.
You heard it firsthand.
From his lips.
Everyone stops and looks at Thegn Æthelwine. He kind of shrinks in his seat a little, but he stands, but his jaw juts out slightly. And a smirk creeps to his lips. He goes, we will wait. My evidence will prove my innocence. And he steeples his fingers slightly under his chin. Taps them. At this point, Win the Wise sneaks in next to you. And she says, my lady, the information you requested. And she offers...
What have you found?
We have discovered that we believe it was Æthelwine's knife that was found with the Lady Juliana. In the Lady Juliana.
You have this evidence with you.
We do. We have the Undertaker.
Will you present it?
The Undertaker will speak.
By all means, please let him.
Brad, the bard. You were also a witness to this attack, were you not?
I was.
Please give us your accounting.
As my friend Kendrick says, the granary was burned, and we were assailed by Danish mercenaries led by the aforementioned Agnar Childface. And we heard from his own lips that Thegn Æthelwine was the man who commanded him. As you yourself, sir, heard the final words of Agnar that were Æthelwine.
Yes. And you would swear an oath to what you saw and this telling.
I would.
I'm not going to make you swear such an oath, because I believe you. But I believe the more tellings of this tale, the more weight of evidence against Æthelwine shall prove his fate.
As he says that out loud, I'm gonna very slowly kind of take Winfled's hand in my own, and I'm gonna give it a light squeeze, and I'm gonna kind of whisper to her, "If you know anything, lady, now is the time to speak. You must be brave."
She stands and she begins to speak. And Æthelwine stands in almost a screechy voice. This is no place for a woman's voice in a man's Witan.
Who would know his mind better than his own wife of many years?
Cuthwin slams his foot down. I will have order in my hall, in this Witan, in the presence of the king. He looks to Bjornik. Bjornik seems to be preoccupied with whatever is in his cup, and barely seems to be paying too much attention to the events. The woman will speak. The other one will mind her tongue. Winfled steps up. He steps forward. I am just a humble sister now. But I was married to this man who broke his vows. He broke his vows far too often. And yes, I had heard him conspire with Agnar, the Dane, in our very estate, that he would attack Ealdorman Cuthwin's estate, so he may want attempt to take it himself. I swear this on the cross. Æthelwine begins to sputter and spit. He can't barely control himself. What are you doing, Jetta?
Well, I would like to dominate his ass and tell him to quiet.
So you're going to reach out from across the room, lock eye contact with him, and tell him to be quiet. You're going to... Excellent. All right.
That's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to do. Okay. So we're going to throw command right out there. Let me get to command real quick because I want to make sure we do this right. Command. This is bold. I like it. I like it. So we're using mesmerize or compel?
I would like to do compel. I would like to look at him and just say silence and watch him be quiet.
All right, so make your charisma plus dominate versus intelligence versus my intelligence plus resolve.
Is this also like a good time to activate awe?
No, all would not help with this.
Okay. And what am I looking to get?
You're looking to beat his successes.
Even tie.
An even tie. It goes to the defender, and he doesn't stop, but everyone turns and looks at Wendreda. The assembled Thanes, the assembled Ealdormen, even the king has put his drink to the ground, and he seems interested for the first time all evening.
Got their attention. Fuck yeah.
And then Æthelwine takes this opportunity. He says, This is why I had to do it. Cuthwin is completely enthralled and enraptured by some witchcraft. You see how her boldness, how she speaks in the presence of the king and the Ealdorman and of God? I'm going to make a wits plus persuasion roll versus your resolve plus composure. We're doing a little bit of social combat.
Me?
Yeah, I'm trying to do willpower damage to you.
Okay, so resolve and composure.
Yep, versus my wits plus persuasion. Remember your hunger dice. Ooh, nice. His little outburst that he just had at you has no effect on you whatsoever, or the audience around you. And Cuthwin says, You do not speak to my wife in such a way. And he draws his sword in the middle of the wind.
Ooh.
Instantly, the guards bring their spears down, pointed at Cuthwin. No one draws steel in front of the king. What do you do, Kendrick?
Hold on. I gotta think of what the hell I want to do now.
Is this a good time for her to tell her husband to sit the fuck down and put his sword away?
Probably not, but
I know, right?
I walk towards Cuthwin and I simply put my hand on his forearm. My lord, do not sully your blade with his filth.
Give me
Not before our liege the king.
Okay, give me a wits plus persuasion check. What's your dice pool?
3.
Difficulty 2. Remember your hunger.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do. Actually, you get what's called a messy critical. So you put his hand down, and you actually break his wrist, and he screams in pain.
But I didn't crit.
No, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
I gotcha. I know.
You got the messy crit.
It only takes one.
Yep. You got the messy crit. So you break his wrist, and he screams in pain, but he drops the sword. And the king claps. Take a stain, though.
Okay.
That
Then
is
I'll
the
bend
concept.
down and I'll pick his sword up for him.
That's one ruined relationship.
It's just Cuthwin.
Kendrick's just making friends everywhere.
Wendreda will fix it. He'll forget all about that.
I was gonna say, Cuthwin will be friends with who Cuthwin is told to be friends with.
Exactly.
Not only that, I could always do forgetful mind on him and be like, Kendrick wasn't the one that did that. You just fell and broke your wrist.
Yeah.
Too much drinking.
You fell down some stairs.
Somebody might want to tell him he doesn't feel pain right now.
He grabs his wrist and he's like, "You son of a..." And you can tell he gets red and he's getting angry, but he begins, I need to make sure he can compose himself.
Oh.
He's fine. He inhales. He blows air out. He picks up his sword and he sheaths it. And he says, he looks to the king, my king, forgive me. He dishonors my wife in front of me. And Bjortnik says, yes, of course. And the Dane and Agnar and the raid on your lands. Yes. Everything is very, very dramatic for you. I understand.
Just picturing this guy as like a fatty sitting on a throne eating a sandwich while a bunch of people are talking around him and he's everything.
It's either that or he looks like Æthelwine and he's just like this dandy with an asshole complex.
Oh.
Suni, you feel a touch at your shoulder.
I'll look for who it is.
It's Roar, and next to him is a Dane you don't recognize.
Okay.
This is Agnar's boatmaster. Agnar.
Agnar's boatmaster. And what does he have to say?
You ask him, and he'll tell you under threat of death. He'll tell you true. Agnar looks to him. He's just a small man. Not much to him. He's a skinny little fella, probably standing under 5'3" tall. And he's kind of hunched over. He goes, my lord, there's no need to threaten my death. Agnar told me to wait behind. Well, he did work for a Saxon, and that the rewards would be great, and that we could leave on trade again, but I was to have the boats ready. He never returned. Those boats are still ready.
Does this Saxon have a name?
The wine.
We can use you. You have my thanks.
Suni of Skaldmere. You were called forward. You were witness to the events at Ealdorman Cuthwin's hall. Another Ealdorman Oswin speaks up in lieu of Ealdorman Cuthwin, who is nursing a broken wrist.
I was present that night.
Regale us with the events.
It is a tale told by many at this point. I will give you the same tale. As we were out for our night's watch, we were alerted to the fire at the granary. When we arrived at the granary, Agnar and his men stood outside in challenge to us. They were crushed easily by Cuthwin's mighty force. Agnar was taken captive, and later was slain by Cuthwin.
One steps forward holding his wrist. His reeve was also found with Danish coin, and one of his household guards deserted to Agnar. Grain destined for my forces was waylaid near Basing. He claims it was bandits or Danes. We know better. We know that he stole the grain for himself and then burned my grain. All right, so everyone who's spoken and given evidence, that would be Anarawd, Kendrick, and Suni, I'd like you each to make a manipulation plus politics from each of you to shift the noble opinion. We're looking for a combined number of successes between a lot of you. Plus, Æthelwine admitted to doing it as well, so I want to see how that plays into it.
Can I use awe?
You may use all if you like, yes.
Daunt wouldn't help me, wouldn't?
No, Daunt would not help you.
I got 1.
That's a lot of dice. Sorry, just counting how many dice I have.
I'm gonna rouse my Can you rouse
No.
for manipulation or no?
Nope. Only
Just
physicals.
physical?
Just physicals.
I
Hey,
crit.
way to go, guys.
Nice. That's a beautiful crit. That's awesome. All right. And how did you do, Suni? You got 4 as well. Okay, excellent. You notice that the crowd is shifting away from Æthelwine. Not that it was really with Æthelwine to begin with, but it's begun shifting. Now, Cuthwin nursing his busted wrist, his face just flush, red in pain. Is there anyone with any other evidence that they would like to present in this
At
case?
this point, I'm going to kind of jab Win and be like, get the Undertaker now.
She walks out, and next thing you know, she walks back in with a hunched over old man, dressed all in black, wearing a wide brimmed hat. He steps in, and the Ealdorman Cuthwin says, Undertaker Egbert. Welcome. What evidence do you have? Well, upon inspection of the dead woman pulled from the river Icon, she was found in possession of a dagger through her heart. Said dagger is the personal property of Lord Æthelwine and carries his mark. Cuthwin grits his teeth, curses Kendrick, and turns to the Undertaker. You know this to be true? I would not speak it if it were not. You have the dagger. He hands the dagger toward Davy. Just bring this to him. He hands it to Anarawd. I'm sorry, I called you Davy. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
Yeah. Yeah, he takes the dagger and I bring it to him. Holding it up so that everyone can see.
Oh, nice. Cuthwin takes the dagger, turns it over, and he pulls it, and that does. It has Æthelwine's mark on the hilt. And he holds it up for everyone to see in his good hand, not in his crushed hand. See, this is more evidence of his perfidy, his malcontent and antisocial behavior, which has now caused an attack on me and threatened us with Charlemagne's court. I call upon this wind to do what must be done.
In show of solidarity, the Danes of Skaldmere would like to present evidence against Agnar and Æthelwine. And I nudge the boatman.
He steps forward. My name is Agnar. It is true. I was Agnar's boatman I was watching the boats the night the attack happened, and they never returned. And before this happened, we'd been visited our camp by that fop right there. And he points at Æthelwine, who's just turning red. Everything is going against this man tonight. Roswynn, what is Roswynn doing during this?
I imagine that she's mostly just standing next to Winflid, holding her hand, being moral support for her because she knows this is very difficult on her.
Wendreda, what are you up to now?
She's actually just got like a smile on her face because this just tickles her pink, just watching him like in his downfall and watching his face just turn. So happy with this.
The king stands and he says, I've heard enough. There will be justice today. It will be the king's justice. Æthelwine, step forward. For the crime. The crime. What crime should I charge you with, Æthelwine? For the crime of conspiring in sedition with the Danes, to cause harm to your fellow Saxons, to cause death and famine to them and the burning of the grain. The murder of poor Juliana. I sentence you to exile in Alba. Yes, I believe Alba is where you were to be. He sits. Cuthwin does not look pleased. The Witan does not look pleased. As a matter of fact, Oswin steps forward and goes, My lord, this is not how a Witan is. We are supposed to vote. This is highly irregular. And the king steps. I was growing bored. But if you wish to vote, I'll let you vote. King seems to be a little bit more autocratic than usual. To break protocol with the Witan so easily. Maybe I should have made that a little bit more clear. That's a breach of protocol.
He's being rather bold with his blood.
Yes, rather bold with other people's blood. Ealdorman Oswin looks to Cuthwin and his other Ealdorman brethren that are here, the other Ealdormen and the Thanes, and they all sort of gather together. Here's where I'd like you to pull each other apart for little side scenes. I want to hear your characters and what's been going on this evening from your points of view in little side sessions. So who would like to go first? Who wants to be put on the spot?
Well, Roswynn is not pleased with this this idea of simply exiling him. You know, the notion of treason should carry a much heavier weight, she thinks. So we'll see how this all wraps up. But if exile be the case, then she may be taking justice into her own hands here shortly.
Oh, that seems to be a thing lately. Justice in their own hands.
Kendrick was hoping that he would try something and basically get ripped apart, but it's not a matter of him whether he gets exiled or not. He goes away. These games of Witans, they're not for him. If he were sentenced to death, that'd be more entertaining, honestly.
Venture justice.
Oh, you cut out a little at first.
I said that was very venture justice of you. Execute.
There you go.
How's the Witan tickling Anarawd?
Anarawd is aware that his station is very low in these situations, so he's keeping a low profile as much as possible. He's a little disappointed that Æthelwine is being exiled too. He would probably be a willing accomplice to Roswynn's scheme if she was to take matters into her own hands. He's done enough. Like he's broken enough laws this evening, but what's one more?
How's Suni doing during the Witan? During the Saxon
Uh,
politics?
Suni doesn't much care for the idea of the exile, but so long as the outcome is negative for Æthelwine and positive for the Danes, what's it matter?
And it's not his neck.
Yeah, nobody is blaming me at all, and that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rude.
Rude. All right. So as the Ealdormen and the Thanes, they wander away and they begin doing their little debate between each other, and it's loud, it's raucous, and there's raised voices, criminations, and Cuthwin just sits next to Kendrick and the other guard, quietly, looking resigned, almost relieved that he was probably at the most he's probably thinking it's going to be, at his very most, it's going to be an exile. He's hoping, and he seems very pleased with himself, though a little bit nervous. So there is a slight grin at the corner of his lips. Smarmy bastard. Yes.
I have no medical skill, but I'll ask Win the midwife to go over and help Cuthwin wrap his wrist.
All right. So she does so. She does so, and she helps the Cuthwin, and it's not broken, but it's severely sprained. It was a little too much force, more force than necessary, but she patches him up. She splints it. She wraps it up tightly. She gives him some root to make the pain go away. He chews on the root, spits it out, tells
My
the witch to get away
apologies.
from him.
I did not
He
want
doesn't
you
know
to
his own
dishonor
strength.
yourself in front of the king. Forgive my fervor.
I understand, Kendrick. I will forgive it. Thank you, my friend.
I am here to serve.
And he continues conspiring with Oswin and Ethelgar. The Thanes are just getting ragged with each other, yelling over each other, speaking louder, trying to decide what to doing their best to try to impress their Ealdormen and their Thanes and their king. The king still seems incredibly bored with all of this, but is now called down from his seat. Bod, play us something.
Of course, Your Highness. I'll pick up my harp and I will play a song. This song will be the story of King Arthur's expedition to the other world to rescue the famous prisoner Gwir from the Glass Fortress. Now, this poor fella is doomed to sing in front of the spoils of the Glass Fortress for all eternity. However, King Arthur thought he could try rescue him. Unfortunately, didn't go too well. He had to face 6,000 men, and only 7 people survived. So this is a song about it's about the search for justice. And that will be the angle that Anarawd is emphasizing in this song. And I will be using awe because I pretty much use that all the time for everything now. So I keep forgetting what my pool is for this. But charisma performance. I
Charisma
assume?
plus 4 performance. Remember your hunger dice and add your awe. Remember your and your looks.
I don't have looks, but I have a
Oh.
lore sheet, so that is 10
Yep.
for me.
You can take half if you want. You're only looking at difficulty 4 to impress the king. Okay.
I want to impress everybody big time. So sorry, I keep forgetting I've got.
He's gonna kill everybody.
Yes. Okay, so that's only 9 dice because I keep forgetting I've got that debuff for being a pagan.
Nobody reverse fate if he gets a success.
That's 4.
Woo!
Well, that's what that was the difficulty.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. I could have just taken half, but that's fine.
That was dice. So you play adequately. You play well. The king claps for you. He throws you down a bone. Literally throws you a bone from his feast.
Well, that's insulting.
It's very insulting. He's very cheeky tonight. Seeing as how he's met you, guy. He knows you, and he does not seem to have a care in the world about that. He lives with one of you now. Yes, Kendrick.
You said it was the king who has a mysterious new attendant, correct?
No, Ealdorman Oswin has a mysterious attendant who's been whispering in his ear all night. Now, do any of you intend to try to influence the Witan? Influence how they're voting?
Wendreda could. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, but I don't know how. I can't come up with anything.
I think that in her mind, Roz already knows that it doesn't matter how the Witan turns out. That man's gonna die.
I mean, let's be completely honest. Yes, it should be death. It should not be freaking exile. No way. It needs to be death.
Lots of people die on the road. I'm just saying.
People disappear all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll blame it on the bandits technique, yeah. Time-honored.
It's a time-honored technique. It's a great technique. It's worked for many millennia. Just blame the bandits. Bandits didn't do anything wrong. They just have to be bandits. All right, eventually the Witan comes back together. After enough time has passed. And they discuss. And there are 7 voting thanes. 6 voting thanes. 3 voting ealdormen. And a voting king. Unanimously votes Æthelwine guilty. King stands forward. And what is it that you wish? What is it you wish that I do? Should I kill this man or exile this man? Thumbs up for death? No, I'm just kidding.
By round of applause.
By round of applause. A 1-800. Does anyone speak up for Æthelwine? Or against Æthelwine at this point?
Ooh.
Anarawd's looking to Wendreda.
She's not gonna look at him right now because she has a feeling she knows what happened to those the prisoners.
What prisoners?
Oh, what prisoners indeed.
Anarawd will stand then, and he'll bow his head to the king and he'll say, "Your Highness, the crime of murder deserves the penalty of death. I believe that this would be the wish of your thanes and your ealdormen."
Is this, should I send the head to Charlemagne?
I think that would be an excellent diplomatic act, sir.
King Bjortnik puts down his goblet when he stands. Unanimously, the Witan has voted and has found Æthelwine guilty, and he is therefore exiled to Francia. We will not inflict him upon the Scots. Should something happen to him along your way, he is of no concern of mine. He has no protection from the crown or of God. Should he die of it? Should he die of exsanguination tonight? And it gets really hushed and quiet in the Witan for a second. Then that is his fate.
This guy's such a moron.
When he says that, I'm gonna lock eyes with Wendreda and be like, I am asking her permission with my eyesight. I'm gonna be like, I'm doing this.
And there's there's that look, and it's that understanding look that two women give each other where it's like, yes,
Exactly.
yes, I'm in.
Yes, this man's dying. Might need
Anarawd
Kendrick's help.
Anarawd just looks at Kendrick, and he's just got this look of like, control your ghoul on his face.
Who's ghoul? A finger to the throat means death.
Suni, give me a wits plus awareness check.
Oh, my favorite check.
Your favorite check.
I'm really good at this one. Wits awareness?
Wits awareness. Difficulty 2.
That's...
All right,
There you go.
you do not notice that Roar and little Ragnar have left.
Oh, I wanted to talk to them before they left. Okay, I'll talk to them later, I guess.
Okay. Æthelwine is scooped up by the guards and hauled away. In the morning, he will be stripped of his clothes, and he'll be sent on his way. We will bring him to the coast, and we will see that he boards a ship. If he does not survive, he does not survive. With that, the king begins his drinking again, and the ealdormen do not look very pleased at the verdict.
At the overstep of the king.
At the overstep of the king, exactly.
Well, not punishing treason with death is kind of a big deal back then. Like, if traitors are, yeah.
Yeah.
Letting a traitor live, that's a big sign of weakness.
Especially since he possibly opened the ire of Francia upon us.
Mhm.
Later
Anarawd,
that evening.
Anarawd, why don't you make a Wits plus awareness check as well?
Okay.
Kendrick, you too, because you're
Um,
paying attention.
I'm sorry, what in awareness?
Wits plus awareness.
Would this be a regular wits and awareness or a sense the unseen?
Not a sense the unseen.
Okay, it's the same roll for me. So a bad roll.
You only needed 2 successes. All
Well,
right.
I got
Okay, so before we, I'm going to get to you in a second,
I'm
Anarawd.
gonna willpower. I'm gonna willpower that.
You're going to willpower that? That's a great idea right now.
Yeah,
And you
now
got your 2 successes. You got your 2 successes. That's what you needed. All right, you both noticed that the guards are beginning to flood out of the building. They're starting to leave. And they're not doing it slowly.
What is the king doing? Is he still just sitting there?
No, a guard has actually come to the king and is hurriedly moving the king out of the main hall.
That's not at all suspicious.
Well, where are the Ealdormen?
The Ealdormen are arguing amongst themselves.
Is Cuthwin amongst them?
Cuthwin is amongst them.
All right, I approach him. Ealdorman Cuthwin. I don't know what is afoot, but the guard have left swiftly. I suggest we must do the same.
He looks around and he goes, "Guard, where's the guard?" And you hear one of the guards, "Sir, I think there's an attack."
I don't like the sound of that.
Attack on Winchester?
On the estate.
Oh, that's right. We're at the estate. Excuse me.
I'm gonna go see. Anarawd is making his way. See if he's able to leave this hall and look and figure out where all the guards are going to.
All the guards are flooding out in the front, and you notice they're forming into a line as you see fire off the coast moving in your direction. A very large host moving toward the estate.
Here come the Danes, I guess. Shield wall time?
Shield wall time.
This must be the fucking Danes.
Agnar takes his harp, and I'm gonna give it to Roswynn if she's there. Be like, hold on to this for me. Please don't let it get broken. It's very important to me. And I'll take my sword and get into the shield wall.
Shield wall doesn't form up in the courtyard, but it runs out into, everyone runs out of the estate, past the walls, and they begin forming up outside. It looks like there's going to be a battle. All of the king's guard join in. The Thanes grab their weapons. The Ealdormen grab theirs. Everyone is on the line. You maybe have 150 people on the line. There's a vast number in front of you.
We're
At
lucky
least-
they picked this night.
At least 3 hosts are marching up the field towards you. Maybe
How much is a host?
host is about 50. So it's roughly the same. Numbers are similar.
Or even, okay.
And as they approach, you hear one of them yell out in Dane. You hear it, Suni. "Shield wall!" And you hear click clack. Click 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 clack as shields stack on top of shields. They begin moving towards you. But the shield wall is not a native Saxon invention. It's usually something learned by watching and learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the Romans that started it, right?
Different principle. Different principle
Yeah.
with the Romans. Yep. Kendrick, do you take command in this situation, or do you wait for some other guardsman to do it?
I'll take command. I've done one of these before. Men, hold your shields. Emulate them. Stack them on top. We will push them back.
All right, so you're giving the rousing speech, I take it. Fantastic. Kendrick, your rousing speech, give me a manipulation plus leadership roll.
Right. Wait, leadership, not intimidation?
Nope. Intimidation is in the
Uh,
shield wall.
Okay, and I can't use my daunt, can I?
No.
And I can't rouse my
No.
blood surge, can I? Okay, so this is a very small dice pool.
Difficulty 2. You rouse your troops as they begin to stack their square and their out of shape, not out of shape, but mixed shaped shields. Some have circles, some have rectangles, some have squares as they stack their shields up. And you can see the nerves amongst the men, amongst the guard. Do you tell them to move forward? How do you command them? Do you tell them to move forward?
I do. Hold fast, men. We are trained where they are not. Push them forward. Stab between their shields.
You notice that the Danes approaching you are very well trained.
Yeah, but they don't need to know that.
They are moving in perfect lockstep. As they get close, you hear a voice from the other one. Give us Æthelwine, and you are free to go. And you recognize the voice, Suni.
I recognize the voice.
You recognize the voice. You're the only one here who's spoken with him.
Roar.
Roar.
Or not roar.
Or not roar, perhaps.
May I sense the beast
You may attempt to sense the beast, yes.
in that direction? Where's my roll? I never remember this roll.
Sense the beast. I think you have to look at a specific person. I don't think you can scan an entire area.
No, I'm not within range to go on that person.
Well, you can sense. You can't see the person, so you can't sense the beast on him. He's behind the shield wall. You'd have to get a look at him. I believe.
Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. I will sit on my hands and do nothing about it. Because it seems like a good idea to give Æthelwine to them.
While all of this is happening, everyone has run outside. Is it just me and Wendreda and Æthelwine?
No, Æthelwine has been put under guard.
You mean?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Æthelwine was taken away.
Okay. You know what? While this is happening, while the outside is going crazy, I'm gonna tell Winfled to go take shelter in one of the rooms in the estate. I'm gonna give Wendreda a look, and I'm gonna go to where Æthelwine is being held.
Okay. And when you get there, you notice he is unguarded, but the door is locked.
I see. Okay. Does Wendreda have the key to get in? Since this is her hall?
Wendreda, let's make a preparation test, because who knew you were going to need this key tonight?
Right?
Give me
no idea.
Give me an intelligence plus composure check to see if you have the key with you.
Intelligence plus composure. Oh, right. And what am I looking for?
2 successes.
How many?
2.
Can I just take half then?
Yes, you can. You are prepared, and you have the key with you.
Awesome.
Would it be fair of me to say that before I left the hall, I that dagger that was used to kill Juliana before I made my way to the holding room?
Sure, absolutely.
Fantastic. I've got that in my pocket, and Wendreda's coming with me to open.
Yep. And once we get there, I take that key that I just so happened to have on me this night because, great preparation on my part. And I unlock that door and, kind of make a sweeping thing. Let Roswynn go in first because honor, her honor.
Thank you, my lady.
Hawaiian sees you approaching. He's like, what is going on?
My Lord Æthelwine, there's been an attack outside. It seems all of the men are out to fight.
And you've come to kill me.
They come seeking you, apparently. Your allies have come to rescue you, it seems.
And you are here for what reason?
To take you out to the battlefield, to surrender you, of course.
Why have the men come to get me?
As I said, they're busy.
I'm just going to make a wits plus perception, a wits plus awareness check. I want you to make a wits
Sure.
plus subterfuge check.
Absolutely.
Certain things that Æthelwine's good at.
There's certain things that Roswynn sucks at, apparently. I'm going to use a willpower.
Okay, you go for it.
Reroll 3 of those.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. Okay, so he's like, yes, all right. Excellent. Good. Yes, lead the way.
So how am I going to trick him into this? Before he leaves, well, I guess as he's leaving, I am going to latch on to whatever part of him I can. Whatever I have to roll to do that, I guess, because I want to immediately use Lingering Kiss. I want him to forget what he's doing and just want to stay in here with me.
Okay, let me think. That's in the player's guide, right?
No, it's regular. 267 is the page number.
Oh, thank you. 267. Lingering Kiss. The juice is near ecstasy in the victim, but so you need to make, if you are attempting to latch onto him like that, you're going to need to make a strength plus brawl check.
Oh gosh, I've got nothing there. Okay, that's not going to work for me. I was hoping to try and trick him in some way.
Oh, come up. Well, what do you have in mind for a trick?
My lord, before you depart, you have been my patron for so many years, and I fear that we shall not see each other again. May I take your hand?
Another wits plus manipulation check. Wits plus manipulation.
Pass the smell test.
Yeah.
He's giving you the sidiest of side eyes.
Oh, of course he is.
And if all else fails, Wendreda can always dominate him somehow.
All right, again, I'm gonna willpower. Nope, fail.
As a matter of fact, not only do you fail, you suddenly realize how beautiful he is. As the Torador compulsion.
Let me just step in here.
As the
It's the glint
Torador
on his
compulsion,
cheek.
the Torador compulsion comes into a full effect, and you find yourself enthralled with his straw-colored hair and his sharp, weaselly jawline.
Easily.
Or lack thereof.
So you notice that she becomes Goo for Gaga Æthelwine. All of a sudden.
That's a problem.
Maybe more for his clothes, because they're very finely... You made them.
I did such a good job.
Exactly.
Had some Squidward. That's good.
Wendreda, what are you doing?
So is Æthelwine still there?
He has actually walked by Wendreda, who is just completely just enthralled. She is not moving. She is just anything.
Roswynn is enthralled.
Yeah, Roswynn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's probably approaching you at this point.
So he's coming towards me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that because I did say that. I'm gonna dominate him and I'm gonna see if I can't make him quack like a duck. Because I want to humiliate him and see if that doesn't get Roswynn out of this thing, because otherwise, I guess Wendreda's sticking a knife into him.
So go to dominate him, and you are using compel, I take it?
Yes.
So your compel roll is charisma plus dominate versus intelligence plus resolve.
All right, then.
He begins to quack like a duck, and he does it once, and then he stops, and he's like, what? And then he walks by you, completely shocked and humiliated, and he just quacked like a duck. He stops you. What did you do, woman?
I just said quack, and for some reason you quacked, so I don't know what's wrong with you.
Take me to the Danes.
Am I taking him to the Danes, or am I killing him?
I think you need to dominate him again and compel him to stab himself. But that's just me. Or
See,
at least can you compel him to allow me to kiss his hand? That's a simple enough thing.
Can I mesmerize him?
To let her kiss his hand, yes. But not to do anything that would hurt him.
Because that won't hurt him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say, the hurting one doesn't come in until Dominate 4, and then that's when the wonderful auto-defenestrate can come into play.
We're still fledglings, damn it.
Yep. All right, so I want to mesmerize him. I want him to allow himself for her to kiss his hand.
All right, so you're making that dominate roll now. So you are going to make a rouse check. And then, so once you make the rouse check first, you are hungrier. So now you will make a manipulation plus dominate versus this intelligence plus resolve. Four successes for you. That's 3 for me. He stops, his eyes cloud over. I understand. And he takes his hand and he offers it to you, Roswynn.
I'm going to make sure that he's back in the cell that he was being held in before I do this. And as soon as I have his hand, I'm going to sink my teeth straight into it. And I'm going to use linger to make sure that he is enraptured by this. He does not want to leave.
All right. So you are at a -2 because of your compulsion. I don't think there's a roll to be made, though.
I don't think there is. He's
Nope.
He's loving his life right now.
And you're just going to drain him dry?
Yes, I am. My plan was to not drain him dry and to actually just stab him to death. But on second thought, I'm going to drain him dry and then stab him to make it look like he killed him.
Take that stain with pride.
Yes.
I'm doing it. I don't care.
Take a stain. And
I'm at hunger 0 for the first time in forever.
My murder hobo. All right, and then you stab his body.
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize nothing comes out.
The king already made some funny comments about exsanguinated. It's almost he knew something we didn't know.
He looks like one of those weird yellow raisins.
Back to the shield wall.
Yeah. Then I'm stabbing
that thing too.
Can I be using a combination of awe and melpomone? I think that's how you say it, to inspire the men further.
Well, I was actually we're going to go to the shield wall rules real quick. I was just pulling those back up. It's been a minute since I've had them. And yes, you can use that. That'll be your action will be to do bardic performance and add your your bonus to the shield wall. So let me pull up the rules. It's been a minute.
Yeah, so I think I just start singing.
Kendrick's got something to say.
Just kind of low in the background while Kendrick is doing his inspiring speech.
Well, I'm gonna activate Daunt, so they're gonna fear me more, as to my intimidation. But I don't want to fight because this is stupid. I mean, trust me, I would love to pound them into paste, but if all they want is Æthelwine, that's the one thing they can't have. What's up, Roswynn?
They can have him now.
Now hold on. So there are Cornish who went missing, and now I mean, the king is here, right? The king just made a judgment. There's this whole Witan thing. We kind of can't just like, yeah, here you go, right? Because there's a whole issue with the Franks, and that's kind of what Kendrick wants to put out there. It's like, look, you can have the rest of him, but you can't have his head. That has to go to Charlemagne because he killed a person of Charlemagne's court here. So, I mean, and how many people do you want to lose fighting tonight? And then the Franks come across and walk all over you. Like, I'm not going to do it in character. I just did it. It's but yeah, like you can have whatever's left of him, but his head, that's the property of the king. We can't give that to you.
But you can give us every Ealdorman, Thegn, and the king is hostage. I think that's a great bounty ahead of us. And they slam their shields together.
I think your sight is farther than your reach, and I think you'll find the earth tonight.
For Valhalla! And
my sword on my shield.
They charge towards you. All right, Keywork. You're going to be the lead. Oh, what's up, Suni? I can see your hand up like you're.
Oh no, I'm just this is my I don't know what to do hand.
Okay, excellent. So the shield walls
Dane,
converge on each other. Keywork, you are the lead for your shield wall. You are disciplined, so I'm going to give you 10 dice to start with.
Woo!
All right. So you just made a leadership so give me a leadership plus manipulation roll. Add your successes to the dice pool.
It needs to be intimidation because I don't have leadership.
Leadership comes next. Intimidation comes next.
And did you say manipulation?
Actually, you can't. According to the rules I wrote, you can use intimidation.
Okay.
Manipulation plus intimidation.
There's manipulation. Okay, so that's 3. Intimidation, I have 4 with my specialty plus 1 more with my daunt. Am I supposed to be tallying up this dice pool with the 10 you gave me?
No, this is your own individual dice pool. I'm keeping track. I got you.
Give me a hot moment then. Okay, with my hunger, we got 3 for manipulation, 4 plus 1, right?
Yep.
Hold on. I think I did that wrong with the hunger. Give me a half a second. Okay, so that's my manipulation, leadership, daunt, or intimidation, not leadership. Okay, so that's it, right?
That's a lot of successes.
I get 8.
You get 8 successes. That's crazy. That's absolutely
Nice.
crazy. All right, and you're going to add your song to it as well, Davey?
Yes, so I'm going to do that. Can I also, on the same turn, activate prowess?
You don't really need to, but you can.
Well, it'll give me an extra. I think will give me an extra dice in my melee.
You don't need to make
So
you won't need to make a melee check. Keywork will make the melee for the whole shield wall.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, so unless it comes up, I just won't bother rolling. Then in that case, I will roll, I think, 11 dice for my song. Which is just a lot of dice. I think I rolled the wrong amount of dice later, but earlier, but that's fine.
Very,
Double crit.
very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
I'm going to cap you at 18 dice because you don't need any more than that. All right, I'm going to because technically you guys
come
are
on.
at. All right, if we want to do it,
The bard buffed us.
27
Yes,
dice.
that's what I'm here for.
All right,
Part of
keyword.
conspiration, guys.
Roll your 27 dice.
God damn. Do I use my hunger dice?
No, you do not. Yes, you do use your hunger dice. You use everyone's hunger
Okay.
dice.
It's the exalted level of dice.
What is your dice?
right,
What is your hunger dice, Davey?
My hunger? I only have one hunger.
One Suni? One, two. All right. So roll with everyone's hunger dice.
6. You said 20. How many?
26. Yep.
26. Okay, so 20.
Jesus, it's so many
It's
dice.
crazy.
Woo! Triple
1,
crit.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 successes.
It's a massacre.
It's a massacre. Now they got to roll their dice.
Paltry.
All right. So it took quite a few successes away. So as the two shield walls slam into each other, swords slicing back and forth. We're only going to do one roll because 26 dice is ridiculous. The shield wall battles back and forth for 15 to 20 minutes. Eventually, the Danes pull back and the dead stack up between you. And you hear a horn and you hear fall back as the Skaldmirian Danes begin breaking and running.
Archers, draw.
There are no archers to draw, unfortunately.
I don't think they're going to be able to stay on the land anymore.
Yeah, this is not being great for relations between Saxon and Dane, has it?
I tried so
I
hard.
mean, I was gonna say Suni did his best. He really set him up for a success, and then they screwed
I
themselves
know.
over. So
I know. I feel bad, man.
Too.
It is what it is.
Keyword. How do you rally your troops? Do you rally your troops to engage, or do you hold back? Because there are dead amongst yours as well. Cuthwin has a nasty wound in his neck.
Ooh. Do I need to call for aid for him, or is somebody attending to him?
You notice that when no one's looking, he moves his hand away, and the wound is gone.
I was literally going to say if I can get nobody looking, I want to bleed a little into something and feed it to him, but okay, he's good. All right. Who among you seek vengeance for the dead?
What?
Ealdorman Cuthwin, by your leave, may they seek it.
Absolutely.
Then we shall ride to Skaldmir.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
Shit.
Isn't that where they came from?
Yes.
Isn't that them or no?
Yeah.
We're just gonna go like ravage their town now. I thought we were just gonna chase him.
Okay, never.
No.
Wait.
No,
So what are we
I'm
doing?
in,
Are we
I'm in.
capturing? Are we capturing
Escalation.
Or are we raising Skaldmir? They've worn out their welcome, right? Like this is a bridge too far.
What do we do?
It's a
fully
very
in for that.
It's a very Saxon thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Raise them.
They
To
they were,
Skaldmir.
they were offered an olive branch and they burnt it in their hands.
Hey, listen, they came here. I gave them the opportunity to turn
No.
around.
I gave them the opportunity to save face, and they did.
What are you gonna do? You can't dress them up. You can't take them out.
So,
it's-
I will write an epilogue called "The Scouring of Skaldmere."
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Burn it down.
Oh no.
Listen. These Danes, every single one, right? They're fucking picking fights. They're burning our granary. Every one. It's a pain in my
Yeah.
ass.
And they sent Leif away. Remember this? They sent him away, and
True.
that's not cool.
It's true.
We still don't
But
know
I
what
just-
happened to Leif, so if we can take horror alive, we probably should.
All right, guys, I'm going to call it right here because it's getting out of hand with the genocide.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Let's not do a genocide, okay? I'm against that. It's
Not
literally
yet,
in-
not yet. Genocide in a couple hundred years.
I don't know. I'm fine with genocide now.
Listen. Denmark, Finland, Norway, they're still there. It's not a genocide. It's a cleansing of.
Whoa.
Careful with that
doesn't make it better.
word.
That doesn't make it better.
Doesn't make it any better. All right, guys. In all seriousness, now we're going to get back to. I want to ask you guys because tonight was a big game. Roswynn, Nerd at Art, what you liked, didn't like, favorite scene, best role play.
Oh man, I loved all of it, honestly. I didn't like the king deciding just to exile Æthelwine off my own hands, and he got the justice he deserved. So it was very satisfying for my character to finally she got to put the final nail in that coffin, man. And if her humanity goes lower tonight, it will be.
Yeah, you're not gonna feel bad at all. Yeah,
No.
I
Thanks, Wendreda, for the assist on that.
Was there any resonance in his blood? Like, did she get anything good from?
Fear. Lots of fear.
beautiful.
Perfect.
So, best favorite scene and best role play for the night, Nerd at Art.
Favorite scene, probably the Witan itself and everybody finally coming together to, take care of this matter. It's been lingering on Roswynn's to-do list for a long time, so it feels nice to finally finish up that issue. And favorite role play, I got to give it to Kendrick and Anarawd for, handling the shield wall situation like they did. Like I've never seen that many dice roll across the screen at once, but it was a beautiful thing.
A lot of successes. That was a little
That's
crazy.
a both hands dice roll.
I was going to let Josh add to it, but I was like, it was too much. It's going to fill up the screen. I can't do anymore, and I had to sacrifice someone. I'm sorry I had to sacrifice you on that one, Josh. Speaking of Josh, you're next. What you like, didn't like, role play, and so on.
I was there. I contributed. I had an axe in my hand and a shield in my hand. Also, don't look into that. I didn't like you pulling one over on me with Roar. Lesson learned, I guess. Just always be sense and beast, just all the time, forever. Nobody is who they are. Would like to get to the bottom of that, I suppose. Favorite scene would be yeah, just the Witan itself. The Witan itself was really great. Best roleplay, I guess, is you.
Thank you.
Because until Horror came back, I was completely convinced that I had that it was actually Horror and not Horror. But now I know that it's not Horror. Not Horror. It is not Horror.
You're up next. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't like, favorite role play, and best dress. No, I'm just kidding, because that's me.
Who'd you say was next?
Went Ellie.
Oh, me. Oh, so first off, I have to say my dominate was on point tonight. Yeah, I don't like the king. That guy's an ass. Something needs to be done about him, and soon. The favorite scene was definitely the Witan, and the shield wall again was a lot of fun. It just seems like it's always going to be a one hit and it's over. There's never going to be anything beyond that. And I really liked Roswynn finally getting her justice and killing off that sleazeball. And you know what? Good. It was fear. He deserved it. He deserved to feel fear and quack like a duck.
And quack like a duck. I like it. I still can't believe you across the Witan decided to tell him to be just to be quiet. I was like, ooh,
Sure, why not?
why not? All right,
Let's see what happens. See if it works.
Davey, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, best role play, and your favorite scene.
Really, I'm just so glad Æthelwine's dead. He's such a sleazebag, such a pain in the ass, and just like such an unpleasant person all around. And yeah, now he's dead, so that's great. Best roleplay. I really enjoyed Kendrick's rousing speech. I think that was a lot of fun. I liked to just being there, being Kendrick's hype man. I thought it was amazing.
Excellent. Keywork. You know the spiel.
I liked that the dice loved me tonight. Like, even with the teeniest, like, other than rouse checks and what was it? I botched one of them. But anyway, basically, they loved me. Favorite scene was the scene with Roswynn and Wendreda with Æthelwine, because it was just like I could just totally picture like the whole thing. It was perfect. And then it's just like, quack, what did you do? And then it's just like, turn around and let her kiss your hand, and just tapping into him, sucking him dry. And then favorite role play was Davy going for broke, freeing the Cornish, and nailing the dice rolls. And yeah, man, Kendrick's got his back. He levels with him. He understands what's going on. He's like, I can't help. And I guess the only thing I didn't like is the fact that I couldn't speak up at the Witan. We still got to observe all this etiquette bullshit, you know. But yeah, and then he got to take his frustrations out by stomping all over the Danes and being like, let's go have a little blood braid, it's all good.
Let's go scour
Look.
Skuldmere.
It's not Wendreda's fault that Cuthwin tries to be funny about certain things. One of these days he will learn to listen to her and not be funny. When she says free them, she means free them, not free them and give them to someone else.
That was a blast tonight, guys. I had a great time. My favorite scene tonight was Anarawd releasing the because we totally had to come up with that on the fly, off the cuff of our pants, and do it, and it went well, and I was really pleased with it. My favorite role play tonight was Suni with Roar. That was some of my I kind of like that scene. I like working with Suni. I like doing work with Suni. It's a lot of fun. Kendrick, you're always great. When Dreda and Roswynn going to take on Æthelwine, I was like, I had this scene. I was like, okay, if he succeeds this, he's going to break a chair leg and try to stab Roswynn with it.
Roswynn was, oh yeah, no, I was prepared for Roswynn to die tonight. There's always a situation tonight that Roswynn gets staked.
So I was.
Hope that never happens.
I was gonna. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then the next funny thing is that he would stake her, and then he would turn around to try and stake me, and then I just look at him like, what the hell was that for? Kyle, what the hell?
Let's take care of and who's got stains? Raise your hands. Let's take care of those stains. Yeah, you don't have any today, Anarawd.
I was trying to point at Roswynn.
I'm very sorry about it. Not at all, actually.
So if I have one stain, and so one gap means I get to roll one die, right?
One die and you failed, so you lose your humanity.
So I fail. So I lose a humanity.
You lose your humanity. What's your humanity?
Welcome to humanity number 7.
Welcome to the club, Kendrick.
It's fun down here.
That was so much fun tonight, guys. All right, so our next game is I'm giving you 3 XP tonight for the game.
Woo!
But I'm also going to be giving you 15 XP for the time jump.
Snap.
Crazy that I lose humanity over protecting Cuthwin's honor.
Yeah, essentially. That's essentially how it works out. It's the beast took over to do it, though. That's how you have to think about it when you get your messy critical. It's the beast took over and succeeded, not you, and that's where the stain comes from.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Baby, did you get to do your favorite scenes and all that?
Oh,
I
I did.
remember hearing your.
My favorite scene was
Yeah.
Davy escaping with the hostages.
No, Davy.
No, I mean,
Davy
Davey
get
didn't get to tell us what his favorite
Yeah, he
scenes and
did.
stuff
He
were.
did.
Oh, yeah, I
he
did,
did.
I did,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, he did.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I did.
Yep. Zed went you, Suni, Wendreda, Anarawd, then me. It was a weird pattern.
I
but-
apologize.
Very weird
Yeah.
pattern
No,
tonight.
you're
Doing things a little
Uh,
bit differently.
No, but Nerd at Art, you remind me about the what is it, the books, right? Because we have all this XP, we can buy those books before the next session.
We can.
What are they? Not player books. What the heck are they? Basically the clutch of stuff.
Lore sheets.
Lore sheets. There you go. Thank you.
Oh.
There's lore sheets you can look at. Exactly. There's lots of cool stuff
Yep.
to look at. Lots of cool things to upgrade your character with. I'm gonna have I'll probably post it tomorrow. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I might just do it as a survey monkey, a questionnaire about what you guys do in the time jump. And I want you guys to be like, this is what I do. I do this. I make this ally, and then you spend the XP, basically. So you tell me what you spend the XP on, and we'll justify it and make it happen on your sheet. And that's what happened during the time jump for you. So when we come back next week, we're going to have a new player with us. Trick Crafters will be joining us, and that's going to be super awesome. So we're going to spend a portion of next game getting to know Trick Crafters' character and integrating him into the coterie. But we are going to raid the Lollygaggers. They are starting, it looks like an Evil Dead role-playing game.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
That's what I think it is. It's called We're in Danger, and they have Evil Dead in their tag. So let's see. Let's raid. Give them our... Oh, that's not raid. That won't get us anywhere.
Thank you for an awesome job tonight, guys. This was
Yes.
so much fun, as always.
Thank you. I had a great time.
It
Yeah.
was so much fun.
That was a great season finale.
Thank you, guys. All right, we'll see you on the flip, guys.
Bye.
Catch you later.
Oh,
Bye.
no, hold on. We're not. Maybe not just yet.
Just kidding.
Encore. We're playing another story.
Oh, Brooke was asking how long the time jump is going to be.
Oh, it will be 100, not 100. It'll be a year, half a year, 6 months.
Oh, just a half a year. Okay.
Just a half a year, yeah.
2 years.
You started to say 100 years.
I did start to say 100
Wow,
years.
that's a
100
long
years, Rick and
jump.
Morty.
Damn.
I
We
was-
only made 15 XP in 100 years? Damn. we were
I'm
weren't doing
low.
anything.
I'm tired, guys. All right, here goes those end
Pretty good
credits.
to go.